Have you noticed it? The silence, the separation, the strange feeling that your life has been paused while everyone else keeps moving. Listen carefully. This is not punishment. This is preparation. You thought God abandoned you because doors closed, because people walked away, because the calls stopped coming, because the betrayal came from the people you loved the most. But hear this clearly. God was removing distractions before releasing destiny, and now something is shifting. A powerful person is about to enter your life with an opportunity that will change everything, not by accident, not by luck, but by divine appointment. You were not hidden because you were forgotten. You were hidden because heaven was protecting the oil on your life. The enemy attacked you because he saw your future before you did. Why do you think your life has been filled with strange battles? Why do you think people envied you without reason? Why do you think you've always felt different, even in rooms full of people? Because your spirit carries something rare. You are chosen, and the moment you are stepping into now was written long before you were born. God is saying, brace yourself, because the same people who overlooked you will soon be shocked by what I place in your hands. The season of surviving is ending. The season of elevation is beginning. But before the blessing arrives, you must understand why the pain came first. Chosen one, there are nights you cried in silence while pretending to be strong during the day. Nobody saw the spiritual warfare. Nobody saw the pressure on your mind, the exhaustion in your soul, the constant battles that made you question your purpose. You smiled in public, but deep down, you were fighting to keep your faith alive, and God saw every second of it. Hear this clearly. The isolation was necessary. God had to separate you before he elevated you. Some people could not go where you are going. Some spirits could not touch the destiny attached to your life. That betrayal broke your heart. But it also broke your attachment to people who were delaying your calling. You begged God to keep certain people in your life. But heaven said no, because they were assignments, not destinies. Listen carefully. Some people were sent to test your spirit. Others were sent to reveal your strength. The pain was real. The abandonment was real. The disappointment was real. But so is the calling on your life. You kept asking, God, why am I always alone? Because eagles do not fly with pigeons. God was teaching you how to hear his voice without noise, how to trust him without validation, how to walk by faith when nothing made sense. And that season nearly broke you. There were moments you wanted to quit, moments you questioned your worth, moments you felt forgotten by heaven itself. But look at you. You survived, not because you are lucky, because God's hand never left you, even during the silence, especially during the silence. Hear this clearly. God does his deepest work in hidden seasons. A seed grows underground before anybody sees the tree. And while others were celebrating publicly, God was building you privately. He was strengthening your discernment, strengthening your spirit, strengthening your endurance, because the blessing coming into your life is too big for a weak mindset. That is why the warfare increased before the breakthrough. The enemy sensed movement in the spirit. Have you noticed how everything intensified lately? Strange dreams, heavy emotions, random attacks, unexpected endings. People turning against you without explanation. That is not random. The spiritual realm reacts when Tsnesny gets close. God is saying, the pressure you feel is confirmation that transition is near. Chosen one, you are closer than you think. The powerful person about to contact you will not arrive by coincidence. This person carries access, concatened opportunity, influence. But hear this carefully. The real blessing is not the offer itself. The real blessing is who you had to become to receive it. Because years ago, you would have sabotaged this moment. Years ago, your wounds would have made you desperate. Your loneliness would have made you settle. Your insecurity would have made you shrink. But suffering changed you. Pain matured you. The rejection taught you discernment. The heartbreak taught you wisdom. The silence taught you dependence on God. Now your spirit sees differently. Now you recognize fake energy immediately. Now you value peace over attention. Now you understand that not everybody clapping for you is assigned to you. Listen carefully. God removed people because your next level requires clarity. You cannot carry destiny while entertaining confusion. And yes, it hurt watching people leave. It hurt being misunderstood. It hurt being the person who gave love but received betrayal. But God was protecting your future. Some people only had access to the old version of you. They could not handle who you were becoming. That is why they mocked you, doubted you, abandoned you. Because your growth exposed their darkness. Hear this clearly. The chosen often walk alone before they lead nations. Joseph was betrayed before the palace. David was hidden before the throne. Jesus was rejected before resurrection glory. And your story is no different. The isolation was not evidence of failure. It was evidence of divine selection. God pulled you away from crowds because your assignment required purification. The fire was painful, but fire also removes impurities. And now, after all the tears, after all the confusion, after all the nights you prayed with a broken heart, heaven is responding. Doors are about to open suddenly, unexpectedly, powerfully. The opportunity coming toward you will not make sense to people who doubted you, because they only saw your struggle. They did not see God preparing you in secret. And hear this clearly. Do not rush this next season. Pray before every decision. Discern every connection. Move with wisdom. Because when God finally elevates the chosen, counterfeit blessings appear too. Not every opportunity is from heaven. Some offers are distractions disguised as miracles. But the right one will bring peace with the pressure, confirmation with the challenge, clarity with the calling. God is saying, you suffered long enough. Now watch what I do next. Chosen one, something powerful is approaching your life. You can feel it in your spirit. The old season feels heavy because it is ending. The old version of you feels uncomfortable because transformation has begun. You are not who you used to be, and that scares people. Because when God starts awakening a chosen person, everything changes. Your desires change, your circle changes, your tolerance changes. Your spirit becomes sensitive to darkness. You no longer fit into places that once entertained you. And people call you distant. But they do not understand. God is separating you from environments that can no longer carry your destiny. Listen carefully. The breakthrough coming into your life is connected to obedience, not popularity, not perfection, obedience. There were moments when obeying God cost you relationships. Moments when doing the right thing made you lonely. Moments when staying faithful made you look foolish. But heaven was recording every sacrifice, every tear, every prayer. Every time you chose integrity over revenge, God saw it all. Hear this clearly. The blessing approaching you is bigger than money. It is restoration. It is alignment. It is the moment your outer life finally matches what God has been showing your spirit for years. That powerful person about to make you an insane offer may be someone with influence, someone with resources, someone connected to doors you could never open alone. But this is deeper than business. This is prophecy unfolding. because God often uses people as vessels for answered prayers. And the reason this opportunity is finally coming now is because you are spiritually ready. Years ago, you would have worshipped the blessing instead of the God who sent it. But now you understand that every gift can disappear unless God remains at the center. Chosen one, do not ignore the signs. God has been speaking to you repeatedly.